Welcome to Sweethearts or Rivals. I'm Charlotte.
I'm Justin.
What's on our table today?
King of New York.
King of the New... Oh
Oops.
my goodness.
Oops. Drop the box.
The 2 to 6 player game.
Yep.
It's recommended for ages 10 and up and can take you about 40 minutes. The copy we have is published by Yellow Games.
Yep.
Ooh.
Well.
So this video here is going to be our overview and setup.
Somewhere up here will be
links to our review and our full playthrough.
Yep. Excellent.
We should just get to it and switch the cameras.
Let's go. Alright, let's see what's in the box.
Let's see. Let's crack this baby open here. There's some rules.
Rules.
There's this game board.
Much bigger game board.
Yep. Yep, looks good.
Nice. Cool.
There's all kinds of dice.
We've got dice, so we've got the 6 black and green dice, and then we've got the 2 extra, just in case from powers and stuff.
Oh,
tokens.
Got the counter tokens, and a kitty cat.
Big monster kitty cat.
Okay, so these little counter tokens.
Yep. We've got the same monster boards, but different monsters.
Same setup on the monster boards.
Yep. And just like with King of Tokyo, each of the monsters has its own big cardboard stand. So the monsters are Mantis, Captain Fish, the Sheriff, Kong, Rob, and Draconis.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
I'll be Rob.
You'll be Rob.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does that sound right?
I'm going to be Draconis.
So we can start with 10 health and 0 points.
That's correct. Just like before. There we go. So you are Rob. Ooh, there's Draconis. And you are Rob. Draconis has a cool big gun for some odd reason.
Rob.
Draconis. We've got the nice energy cubes. Just like before.
We may call them Energon.
Energon. There we go. Now for the deck of cards, there are 2 special cards. There are the Statue of Liberty card, so that's got to go somewhere. Put these away. Maybe I'll just put that right there. And then there is the Superstar card. So those are special cards. You kind of keep them just off on their own. And then you got your regular power-up cards, King of New York style. Maybe I'll get you to shuffle those a little bit, and I'll set up the rest of the board.
Sure.
One of the big changes with setup and with the game between this and King of Tokyo is King of New York, you have all these tiles here. And for the tiles, there is a unit side and there's a building side. So you have to get them all building side. And I keep flipping them over by accident. There you go. And then you're going to make stacks of 3. Just randomly, so I'm not looking. And then that stack of 3 is going to go, there's going to be 3 stacks of 3 in each of the boroughs. There you go. So each of the sections of Manhattan has a stack of 3, and then every other borough has 3 stacks of 3. And you don't technically know what's underneath, so they're all random. We get the King of New York cards, and there needs to be 3 of them out. Nice.
Ooh, a rainbow pony. Oh, it's called Painbow.
Painbow. Of course it is. Then you take the dice and you roll them. And whoever has the most claws is the person who's going to go first. I've got 1.
Come on, claws. Fisticuffs. I also have 1.
Oh, well, we'll get the first player die out later. So that's how you set it up. And then you begin playing. The point to, or how you play King of New York is that you're trying to either be the last monster standing, which means you just kill off the other monsters, or the first one to get 20 points. And there's lots of different ways that you can get points. You can get points from getting the Superstar card by rolling 3 stars. And then as long as you hold on to this card, no one else rolls 3 stars, you get a point for every star you roll on your turn. It's nice. You can get stars from destroying buildings or units. The units will come out later. And if you attack Manhattan and get into Manhattan, that's kind of like the King of the Hill part, where as long as you stay in Manhattan every round, you're going to get points and energy. And of course, there's cards that you can buy that will give you points as well. How you play is on your turn, you're going to take these 6 dice, and you're going to roll them Yahtzee style. So you roll, you choose what you want to keep, what you don't want to keep, you re-roll it. Okay, I'll keep that, I'll keep that. No, I'm not going to keep that. And you roll a total of 3 times, and then whatever you have at the end is what you have to resolve. What's on the dice is you got claws. Claws do damage. If you are not in Manhattan, claws do damage to Manhattan, or the monster that's in Manhattan. If no one's in Manhattan and you roll a claw, it means you're going to go into Manhattan at the end of your turn. If you're in Manhattan and you roll claws, you're doing damage to all the monsters outside of Manhattan. Yeah. Energy. Whoops. Energy is going to give you these energy cubes, and you can use those to buy these cards. And sometimes you get special effects that will allow you to do other stuff. You can also roll hearts. Hearts will heal you. Mm-hmm. So every heart you roll, you get health. If you're in Manhattan, however, you cannot use hearts at all. If you roll stars, they're worth nothing unless you roll 3 stars. If you roll 3 stars, that gets you the Superstar card, which immediately gains you 1 star or 1 point plus another point for every star you roll until you lose it. You can roll these Destructo sides, which looks like a destroyed building. And what you can do with those is you can destroy buildings or units in the borough that you're in. So if you're in Staten Island here and you roll one of those, you can destroy one of these buildings. The thing is when you destroy it, you get this reward, and then that building flips over to a military unit, which can attack you later. But you can also destroy the units as well and get points and hearts and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And then finally there are the ouchie sides of the die. If you roll 1 ouchie at the end of your 3 rolls, every unit that is in the same borough as you does 1 damage to you. If you end all 3 rolls and you have 2 ouchie sides, it means every unit in the borough that you're in is going to do 1 damage to you and every other monster in the same borough as you. And if you roll 3 ouchies, the first crazy thing that happens is the Statue of Liberty comes to life and helps you defend the city. Dun, dun, dun. And you get the Statue of Liberty card. As soon as you get this, you gain 3 points. If you lose this, you lose 3 points. The other thing that happens is every unit on the board does 1 damage to every monster in the borough that they're in.
Ouch.
Yeah. So, I mean, if there's nobody in the Bronx and there's a bunch of units there, they don't hurt anyone. But if I'm in Staten Island and you're in the Bronx and there's 3 units in the Bronx, you're taking 3 damage type thing. So, that's what all the dice do. Once you're done rolling your dice and then resolving your dice, then you can move. If there's nobody in Manhattan, you move into Manhattan. If you're already in Manhattan, you're going to actually move up a level of Manhattan. And there's 3 levels of Manhattan, and they give better and better points and energy by staying in there. If somebody's in Manhattan, you can still move if you want. You can stay in your borough, or you can move to any of the other boroughs. So you can move around New York. And you're never off the board. You're always in New York somewhere. Then you can buy cards, and you can always spend 2 energy to swipe the board and put 3 new cards out. And then it moves on to the next person. And that is how you play King of New York.
Yep.
I think that's it. Any questions?
I don't think so.
Okay. If you have questions, put them in the comments below.
There you go. So what we're going to do now is start up a new video to
Yep.
do a full playthrough.
Yeah.
So thanks for watching.
Thanks.
We'll see you in the next video.
Later.